Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome, guys, to my channel. Today we're working on Sagittarius Divine Female and a Scorpio Divine Male and Twin Flame Union separation. 90% of my videos, guys, have been about separation because that's what you guys are asking for. I appreciate all your requests, guys. I am getting them. I'm trying to get them done as quickly as possible. So your patience is so much appreciated. In the meantime, I'm going to leave links in my links in the description box, for private reading info, and also Twin Flame Separation Support Group that I started. I feel like it's helpful. It's sort of a place for people who are in separation to go, to talk, to chat, to vent, sort of connect with others going through what you're going through. And I put lots of information in the group, and I'd like to start doing private readings in the group once it's grown to a good number. So if you're at all interested. So without further ado, let's get right into this reading. And we're going to start with our Sagittarius Divine Female. Okay. So I feel like she gave an awful lot here to her Scorpio. And I just feel like it sort of left her like emotionally bankrupt. Feeling like, I don't know, a little bit like she put a little too much effort into this. And, didn't really see the progress that she, wanted to see. I just feel like she's just the type of person that gives a lot in general, just giving person, loving, giving time, money, energy. She's like the kind of woman that would give you the shirt off of her back or her last dollar. And I just feel like she put the energy into this because she thought that it was authentic, and she thought that, I don't know, maybe her divine male was like appreciative, and maybe he was. But something turned that, because she's in this position here where she's just like overstressed, overworked, fed up, sort of like taking a breather, needing time and space, and holding on to like that one little piece that gives that person hope when they're holding on to a relationship that they know might not be what they want it to be. But I feel like she's moved on a bit now. To me, I'm feeling like this is her getting her balance back and sort of feeling like she has more of like a can-do, I can win attitude, more so like victory over her feelings, victory over her emotions, victory sort of over this union here, because I feel like she pulled herself up and out of this feelings. Yeah, definitely. I do feel like as a whole the relationship lacked balance. I mean, it needed balance. I feel like she could have been the more balanced person here because of her giving nature. And sometimes we give too much and it bites us in the ass in the end, unfortunately. It's happened to me 1,000 times over. But yeah, let's check in on our Scorpio's energy, because then it will help us paint a little bit better of a picture here. All right. So I feel like her purpose was to come in to help him heal. I feel like she definitely brought sunshine and light into his life. But to me, I feel like at the time she was presenting this to him, he wasn't really with it. He wasn't like super like aware or happy, or like, I don't know. I just feel like whatever she did, she just couldn't make him like 100% happy. But I feel like after the fact, like now he's like realized that is what made him happy. I feel like he does want to communicate with her. I feel like after in this separation, he's had time to think about like what really did make him happy. And now he realizes like after the fact, it was her that made him happy to begin with. Because I feel like there's this element of like caregiving that she did for him. So yeah, I do feel like he had to sort of like see sort of behind the scenes, like, I don't know, when I say behind the scenes, I mean like pull the curtain in his own life to like investigate the things inside of him that were not making him happy outside of relationships. What's not making you happy in your everyday life? I feel like that's what he needed to like explore. I also feel like he didn't have anything to offer her. In the time, she might have been taking things by the reins and sort of like directing the whole relationship and like giving, and he just didn't have anything to give back at that time. I feel like deep down, like he was like sort of depressed and he might have been unemotional about things, but in separation, he is now realized. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah. For anybody who says I'm shaking the camera, I don't have money for a camera. So I'm sorry if it's the way it is, but I'm literally reaching and grabbing cards out. So yeah, let's talk about this because this has to do with holding on. So now I feel like there might have been a little bit of possessiveness here. I don't know on whose side, but I'm feeling like could have been a little bit more on our Sagittarius divine female side. There's an element of possessiveness here, okay? Wanting to sort of like have the control. These are all ego issues, guys, that we have to discuss, that we have to talk about, that we have to like bring to light, because if we don't, they fester inside of us and they will not put us back in alignment with our twin. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, and you know, I get just a little bit frustrated because I know that we want happy, shiny people, happy endings, but that's not always what it is. We have to fix our problems before we can even attempt to have that proper union that we want so much with our twin, that we long for. So yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of ego stuff going on here, a little bit of possessiveness, a little bit of control, wanting control. I don't know if that's what separated them. Sometimes, we don't even realize we're doing it, okay? So please just listen with love, because I'm saying this only because this is what Spirit wants you to hear. I feel like sometimes we don't even know we're doing it, but to me this is saying also not wanting to give up the connection, not wanting to let go of the connection, but also someone who's very stubborn, okay? That's not able to let go of things, okay? They hold on to things, hold grudges, hold on to things about the past. You know, they don't let things be. They don't let things like die a natural death, okay? Like, in other words, bad feelings from the past need to die a natural death. That's all I'm saying. So there could have been a little bit of that going on here with both of these energies, but again, I'm feeling like this is more on our divine female side. And it's okay to identify these things. These things are what help us. These readings are meant to help. So if we can identify these things and fix them, or at least work on them, it helps put us in alignment with our twin, and it helps our twin come back with alignment with us. Yeah, okay, so now I feel like if our divine female lost interest, or she got like fed up, I feel like it made our divine male sort of feel left out in the cold. That could be our divine female's energy too, but I'm feeling more our divine male Scorpios felt like he was left in the cold a little bit, okay? I also feel like he was dealing with personal issues here. When they were together, when they met, when they were like interacting, I feel like he was dealing with some real personal issues. He might have had some issues with bankruptcy, some issues with job loss, or in a period where he was between jobs, or something with money that, you know, he really was not in the best place. He was actually in a bad place. Emotionally, I feel like, spiritually, every which way, I feel like he was in not the best place. So that could have put a strain here, okay? And that definitely could cause separation. We look at it from both sides, okay? So if somebody has like control issues, and somebody has like a shitty hand they've been dealt, and they need to fix their problems financially, job-wise, career-wise, family-wise, all those things interfere with having divine connection, because we both bring in energies that are not ideal for twin flame union. So there's things that we need to sort of show each other, okay? We make each other face these things. So that's what I'm feeling like happened here. Yeah, and this, to me, this whole relationship lacked sort of like that structure. I feel like both these people, both these energies really do want structure and order, and sort of like traditional roles and traditional life and traditional relationship sort of status quo, like being together, building a future, all those things. But I feel like it lacked responsibility. It needed the responsibility. It needed the growth. It needed the structure and the order, and like all those things that make a great relationship. It was lacking that. You know, I do feel like these are both some very intense energies here, with intense ideas and different personalities. Not that your personalities have too much to do with your divine connection, but if there's a lot of ego behind the personalities that we haven't dropped yet or worked on, it will interfere. But yeah, I'm feeling like that's what was maybe sort of the main issue here, was that it lacked structure. Yeah, definitely. When we're getting this King of Pentacles, that's all about structure and order and like working and saving money and being like responsible, okay? So I feel like if these two do come back together, they will have to know that structure and order for their relationship is sort of like a shared thing. I feel like they will have to agree to disagree on things. I feel like they will have to learn to let go of things from the past. They'll have to help each other and be fair and equal and balanced and not all one giving to the other and the other taking, okay? Because I feel like that was going on a lot here. I feel like our divine female, like I said in the beginning, was giving, 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 and our divine male was taking. He may have not realized that he was doing that in a negative way or a bad way, but I feel like she got fed up with that, okay? I'm feeling like this definitely could revisit. I don't like to say when, guys, because I feel like it'll mess up your spiritual journeys, but I'm feeling like, it has to sort of, I feel like it's nothing going to be quick. Let me just say that, okay? To me, this is more like this needs time. They both need time apart, yes, obviously, but it needs time to sort of develop, okay? King of Pentacles energy is a slower energy. Like, I take my time to fall in love. I take my time because I want to know things are right. I take my time with everything. I want to save money. I want to be balanced. I want to be okay in my career. So that could apply to either of these people, okay? Sometimes when our job isn't right, our boundaries with other people aren't right, our family relationships, our friendships, sometimes when there's chaos in that, it makes chaos for us to even try to be in a relationship. I feel like there could have been a little bit of that going on as well here. So yeah, in separation, this is what's happening. This is what needs to happen for these two energies to, come back together. And guys, this is general, so please be kind. That dislike button shouldn't even be there. I'm just feeling like it's not always what we want to hear, okay? And if you guys are worried about this being more specific, then that's why you book a private reading, because then I tap into the energies of you and your twin. You give me some details and we go that route, okay? So this is general. It's going to reach who it needs to reach. I love you guys so much. But I know that a lot of you say it resonates in reverse, and that's perfectly fine too. However it resonates to you, only worry about that. Don't worry about anything else. Don't obsess, guys. Let it go, okay? I'm saying this with love. It's just that I don't want you guys to miss messages because you're so worried about the way it's resonating, okay? It resonates how it has to. I just feel like I need to say that. I'm really sorry if, that offends anybody, but I tell it like it is. All right, so let's pull some power surrender cards because these are helpful, guys. I'm finding that a lot of people like these because it's sort of like targeted to you direct from spirit. I asked spirit right before. I'm like, let me get messages out for these two energies, and I don't look at them until now. So let's look at them. All right, so this will be for Sag. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay, so that's sort of like that card we looked at where it's hard to let go of things from the past or ways about yourself that you're holding on to, or ego issues, or things that you can't detach from the past, or energies or grudges that you may hold, or wanting to be right. This is just telling you, to sort of let things be. Because if you don't, and you sort of put too much energy on things, or you muck around with stuff, it's going to sabotage the whole thing. So let's get one out for Scorp. And surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So yeah, for both these, I feel like this could go for both sides, but Scorpio, I feel like, needs to work on fixing themselves, okay? So if they were having issues with Sagittarius being the giver, and they were taking all the time, there might have been some things, like I said, that they needed to heal, personal things in their personal life, like issues with money or job, or, relationships, or, codependency, or any of those issues. They may need to be working on that in this time apart. All right, guys? I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think. Give me a big thumbs up, like, and share. Check my description box. I will leave links in the description box for Twin Flame Separation Support Group and my private reading links. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the love. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker.